Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So yes, I'm back with another vlog and I'm back here in Japan. I finished the quarantine, so I decided to make a Q&A vlog. Yes, I'm going to share to you guys the quarantine that I experienced in the hotel and also here at home. I'm also going to show some clips based on what we experienced. I have some list. I listed the questions that most of you guys were asking me about the quarantine here in Japan, and yes, I'm going to try my best to answer them based on what I experienced and also based on what I researched during my quarantine. So let's start with the first question. So the first question that I got, actually I just made it into an order so you guys can follow. I mean, wow, teacher na teacher. I mean, you guys can there's a flow. I mean, so there's a flow of what had happened during the quarantine period and the process also that took place during that time. So before I move to the questions, there's a new quarantine protocol that the Japanese government announced last month, last week of January, I think. They announced that quarantine period here in Japan is only 10 days. So they shortened it into 10 days. Before was 14 days, but now is 10 days. So for example, you're going to have a quarantine in the hotel for 3 days, then plus 7 days, 7, 8, 9, 10, yeah. Sorry, I'm not good at math. So 7 days at home. Yes, so it's only 10 days. I don't know specifically the main reason why they did that, but now is it became shorter, so that's a good thing, right? Yes. Okay, so let's move on to the first question. So how did you go to the hotel accommodation? The process. Okay, after the saliva test at the airport, we waited for 2 hours there at the airport for the result. So if it's negative, we're going to take the bus shuttle going to the hotel accommodation with the others who are negative also of the COVID. And then you're going to go to the hotel accommodation. That's free. No worries about anything. So they're gonna guide you. They're going to help you also with the app. So the main app that I used was the SOS, My SOS. So I'm gonna show you guys the logo. It's the pink one. So at the airport, they're going to help you register using that app, and yes, they're also going to give you a paper of instructions on how to go about it. How would you report your health condition, and then your location, and yes, so everything is there, so no worries about that. And there's an English translation. Okay, so and then if you're positive, then you have to wait for a medical staff to cater to you, or to, yes, and to check you if you have fever, you have symptoms of COVID. So if you don't have yet the symptoms, then they're going to transfer you to another hotel accommodation. I think that accommodation is for people who were positive of COVID. So they separated them. And then if you have fever at the airport, or if you have symptoms already at the airport, then you're going to be transferred to the hospital to be checked, right? So that's the safest to be checked, and it's also for your own good, right? Yes. So yeah, that's it. And then so the next question is, how's the room tour? Is it free? No need to book in advance? Okay, so I'm gonna show you guys the room that we had during our quarantine. I'm not allowed to say the name of the hotel because one of their instruction, or one of the rules that were stated on the paper that I got, was not to mention the hotel name for the quarantine. So I think it's for the privacy purposes. So for those who are asking me what's the name of the hotel, and I know you guys want to check out how's the hotel or how's the room, I guarantee you guys that the rooms are really clean, and it's enough. So it's free, you don't need to book in advance, and the food is also free. That's the good thing. So everything is free, you don't need to worry about anything. So I guess the room is it's fine as long as you can, you know, take a bath, take a shower. It's a room that is, I can say, comfortable for your stay. The Japanese government will provide everything for you guys. Next question is, what's the quarantine protocol at the accommodation? Your routine. First part of the routine, early in the morning, around 6:30 to 7 o'clock, someone is going to announce. So this was the clip that I took. Yes, tama ba? So this was the clip that I took when I woke up. So there's a Japanese announcement, and after that there's an English. So the English part was the one that I was able to took a video of. So it was dark because I just woke up. Yes, so this is the sample announcement.
Good morning, everyone. I prepared breakfast. It's on the chair or box outside the door. Please take it by yourself. I wish you all a wonderful day today. Thank you.
And then after the announcement, so you're ready to pick up your breakfast, lunch, your dinner outside of the room. So you're going to do it by yourself because you're not allowed to have any contact with any other person in the hotel. And then what else? And then you're going to check also your temperature every morning, afternoon, and evening. So 3 times a day you're going to check your temperature. For me, I had the paper. I need to list my temperature plus my kids' temperature. And one of the hotel staff will call you and ask you, how are you? How's your temperature? So the app, My SOS, they're going to send you a message. You're going to report to them your location using that app, and then you're going to open it, and also you're going to report your health condition. So if you have cough, fever, you're going to check those ones. And then yes, and also there is you need to show your face like that, and then show the background where you at, right? Just to be sure that you are at your hotel quarantine. So I think that's pretty much it for the routine, and then you just relax, and then and yes, the Wi-Fi is free. So there's a Wi-Fi also, so you can use your phone to watch movies, Netflix, or whatsoever you want to do. The bath was comfortable, and the shower also. I didn't really have any problem with our quarantine room or hotel, and the view from the hotel is super nice. So we could see the airplane, the sea. The hotel accommodation was near the airport. It took like 30 minutes for the bus to take us there. 30 minutes, yeah, it took 30 minutes for the bus to take us to the hotel accommodation. So it's near the airport. Next question is, how's the food? So for the food was mostly delicious. So it was legit. If you didn't get your food right away, after they delivered your food outside of your hotel room, then it's gonna be cold. There's no microwave inside the hotel accommodation, so you're stuck with a cold bento, and sometimes the taste is not so good anymore. I'm just thankful that everything is free, and we could eat healthy food. I didn't have any complaints anymore for that. So yeah, next is the procedure after hotel quarantine. Okay, so after your 3 days quarantine, someone's gonna call you, and then they're going to deliver the kit a saliva test kit in front of your door. So someone's gonna knock on your door. Okay, your saliva test is here in Japanese. So it's the same thing that you did. So the saliva test is the same thing that you did at the airport. So you're just going to spit on the container, and then after that you're going to wait for someone to come over to get the saliva specimen. Yes, your saliva specimen. You're going to wait for about 2 to 3 hours for the result. So they're going to call you. Someone's gonna call you, and if it's positive, then they're going to check if you have any symptoms, and if you're okay, you're going to continue your quarantine in that hotel for another 7 days to complete the 10 days. Yes. But if you have symptoms like headache or cough or fever, then they're going to transfer you to the hospital to be checked. As I said a while ago, that's the best thing that they can offer, right? So for your safety na din. If you're negative, then you're free to go, and you're going to go back to the airport with the others who were negative, and your loved ones, they're going to pick you up, or you can take the Corona taxi. Or yeah, it's funny, right? The name is funny, but they call it Corona taxi or the quarantine taxi. Because for me, my husband picked us up, so I didn't have to worry about paying that much. It's cheaper if you get the rental car. The problem with the rental car is they will give you a designated location wherein you're going to drop off the car. So if it's near your house, then it's good, right? Maybe from there you can walk. But it sucks if it's a bit far from your house and you have a lot of luggage. So I think it's better to, it's a little bit pricey, or it's a little bit expensive if you take the taxi, but for your convenience and for your comfort na din and safety, then it's better to take the taxi na lang. That's what I recommend you guys doing if no one's going to pick you up at the airport. There's also a question that I got. What if you don't have a home here in Japan? How will you continue your quarantine for 7 days? So for that is, if you have a hotel accommodation before you went to Japan, then you can stay there for 7 days, and you will use your My SOS. Same with the home quarantine. You need to change your location. So there like you're going to report your location. Of course, that hotel accommodation that you booked before your flight, your own expense, right? That's your own money. So it's not, it's the Japanese government is not going to pay for your hotel accommodation. You're on your own after the 3 days quarantine. But of course, you need to follow the rules. Next question. So, yes. So, quarantine at home, My SOS. So, yeah, this is the main app that you're gonna use. On that app, so someone's gonna, again, send you a text message that, oh, where are you at? I'm here. And then, talagang where you at? Yun, basta may magsisend ng message, and then just you need to check in that you're here in this location, and then that you're at home. Also report your health condition. So it's like that every day. So you're gonna get used to it. So some of you guys were asking, how about some vlogs, they said like they're going to give you test kits and all. That was before. That was the rule before, when there wasn't any hotel accommodation quarantine. That was before. But now there's 3 days quarantine, so they don't need to give you test kits when you go home. It's because you already finished your 3 days 3 days hotel accommodation, and they tested you there, so no worries about that. So you just continue your quarantine. During those 7 days, someone's gonna call you every day, so randomly, suddenly, so you have to pick up the phone. So if you're not able to pick up the phone within that day, I don't know what's gonna happen. Maybe police will come to your house or I'm not sure, but yeah, we have to follow the rules. So if someone is calling you, then pick it up and say, hello, can you hear me? You just show them the whole house. Sorry. No, I mean just the background that you're at home, right? That you're not outside. That's their way of checking you if you are really following the rules. And make sure that your phone is not on silent mode. Kasi, syempre, paano can you hear if someone is calling if it's on silent mode, right? And make sure the volume is up. Like, everybody can hear even from outside of your house. Someone asked me, what if you develop symptoms during your home quarantine, or you had fever or cough like that? So based on what I read online, I read a blog online about her experience. So she went to the hospital. And she was checked and was hospitalized. So she continued her quarantine at the hospital. So for she didn't say how many days she stayed in the hospital, but yeah, she was transferred, or she continued her quarantine at the hospital, and she was checked there for how many days. Someone asked me if tourists are already allowed here in Japan. As of the moment, not yet po. So, tourists are not yet allowed to enter Japan. Only permanent residents and permanent residents of Japan, and those who work here in Japan, those who have residence card or alien card, these are the people who can enter now here in Japan. So, I'm not sure for those diplomats or, di ba may mga ganun, diplomats and other, I'm not sure about that. But the thing that I'm sure is those who are permanent resident of Japan are the ones who can go back to Japan or enter Japan. Hopefully soon, they will accept tourists, especially during springtime, because that's the best time to visit Japan, during spring, because of the sakura, right? So yes, let's pray for that. How did you handle the stress, because it's overwhelming, it's stressful. So how did you handle the stress of the quarantine, plus you're traveling with a toddler? So for me, it was just prayers. Pray for the strength and the patience that it will be over. Like, I was just waiting na magiging matatapos din to. All of this is going to be over soon. So I was just holding on to that hope that finally we can go out from the quarantine and we can enjoy life. And then also, I called my family back home, my friends, to ease the pain that I was feeling, to ease the loneliness or the stress that I was feeling during that time. I tried to have fun with my toddler, so we were playing, we were just using this time to bond, to have a bonding moment. And also, if you have some pasalubong from the Philippines, it's best to also get snacks, or you can eat the pasalubong that you got from the Philippines. Yeah, just to, lessen your loneliness. Or there's a Wi-Fi, so you can also watch teleserye or drama or, Korean novela. What else did I miss? So, if you guys still have questions about quarantine here in Japan, then feel free to comment down below, and I'm going to try my best to answer them. based on what I experienced and based on what I read also online. So yes, that's it, I guess. Thank you guys for supporting me every time and watching my videos. Arigato gozaimasu. I'm gonna see you guys on my next vlog. So my next vlogs, they're going to be just my life here in Japan. Life here in Japan as a Filipino mom, life with a toddler, like that. So if you guys are interested with that kind of vlogs, then please consider subscribing. So I'm going to see you guys on my next video. Stay blessed and have a wonderful day. Bye!